into the
Yeah.
conversation.
For real, bro. Let's keep it going, man. Let me see.
So basically, yeah, that was when I looked on my Wi-Fi and it said "Stop feeding the ducks" as one of the Wi-Fi things.
Don't feed the ducks. All right, let's go. All right. Let's see who pulls up first, man. We're live now, guys. I see the Observer of Thoughts. What's up, my man? Let's go. All right. Getting this set up.
Do we have a submission from the Observer?
Ah. Let me check the archives there. Let's see what we got.
Dude's fire.
Yeah.
Hope you participated.
If not, there's still time. Still open.
Yeah.
Mr. Beats, what up? What up? What up? Welcome in.
Mr. Beats.
Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. Let me get this up right here. Boom, boom, boom. Give me a second, guys. Just getting everything set up. You know how we do it. All right. Boom. Let's pop out chat. I'm going to put this in real quick. Welcome in, guys. Doublenomics, what up, what up? Welcome in, welcome in.
The legend himself.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let me pop this chat in. Boom.
It's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Here's an idea. How about I pull up YouTube so I can watch the chat, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got the other phone out for, because I was like, I can't see the chat though. And I like being able to see the chat.
Yeah, welcome in, Corey Quills. Let's go, let's go.
Hey, there he is.
There he is. Oh, you know what? I gotta bring this link in. Give me a second, guys. Boom. Let me grab his link and bring you in real quick. Copy the link. Guess one.
Oh, yeah, and also let me...
All right, there we go. All right, J Coop is now live up in there with us.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah. Give us a second, guys. Just getting everything coordinated right here. You know, Uncle Hanky time. You know how we do it. Just give me a sec. Boom, boom.
I did not send any repeats tonight. But oh well if they are. Yeah, you're right, bro. Oh well if they are. Hey, you're making music that people are going to stream millions of times, so what's two?
Oh, okay. You want that one? All right, all right. Give me a second. All right. We got our guest pulling up. Let's get it. Let's get it. Give me a minute, guys. Boom. All right, guys. Let me see what's up. What's up? We got that. Damn. I lost that link.
I see that comment, Dubs. That got me excited, bro. Let's see what you got.
All right. Let's go.
Corey, no sample. This is a beat review. So pretty much anything you've worked on, song or beat, you can. The submissions are still open. Let me find the link. I'll put it in the general chat in Discord.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
We got you.
Oh, we got Atmos in. What's up, bro?
Yeah. Last minute.
That got me so hyped, dude.
All right, man. We got all the homies up in here today, guys. Check that out, chat. We got you guys a good panel tonight, man. I'm just setting things up, but we got the homie J. Coop, we got AC, and we got the homie Atmosphere today, guys. So thank you guys for pulling up and rocking with us right here. Thanks to the panel, guys. Drop some W's up in the chat for the homies right here up on the panel tonight, man. We're going to have a good time, man. We got some of you guys that have submitted, so drop them W's up there. And yeah, it's going to be dope, man. I'm just working on a couple things right here, and we're going to go ahead and get started right now in a few minutes. So let me put that link. Were you able to put that link up there, J. Coop?
Yeah, link is in the general chat.
Okay, cool. So it's simple, guys. linxradio.com/beat review. So if you got a beat you want these guys to give you some feedback on, go drop that up in there, and we're gonna play it up today. Let me check our levels. How are we sounding out there, guys? Everything sounding good? If these guys can give you guys a say what's up.
Levels. Mr. Beast made a good point. Mr. Beast made a good point. We got the name of the YouTube thing is still the 1 hour flip challenge. Thanks, Corey. Hey, Queen.
Okay. Let me fix that. Give me 1 second, guys. Boom. I think I have to go change it in here.
I'm just pumped I get to listen to some good music tonight.
Oh, yeah. Is that it? Okay. All right. We got some more tracks coming in tonight. Let me see if all right. What do we got on the chat? Sounding good. Everybody sounding good. All right, guys. We got that. So let's copy everybody that's in here right now.
Every time Hank does the do thing, I think of that track Alan did where he took that and sampled that into the track. That's so great.
Alan, man, he's always catching those highlight moments, man. Like,
he's watching closely.
Yeah.
Watch out.
This community is like so inspiring. That one song that Martin did where it's like there's like super happy and then it goes like super dark. I was like, dude, that is such a great idea.
Yeah, Martin does crazy stuff. I love it.
He ain't afraid to take risks, you know, that's super important to hold on to.
all right, let me change the info real quick, guys. Sorry about that.
Hank's got his checklist out like Apollo mission here.
Gotta adjust the thrusters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fitting a square peg into a round hole right now.
Oh, yeah. What was that, Apollo 10? 11?
I didn't want to say the stream was going to go down like Apollo 13 because that's not really... It's not good mojo.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, let me see.
Sample Lords in the chat.
What up? Welcome, Sample Lords. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I'm just changing a couple of things. And we are ready to go.
Sample Lords. I saw you put that track in the share. You asked for some feedback. I don't know if you put that into the beat review, but feel free to add that in there, brother. We got the submission link on the general chat there.
All right, I changed that title so it shows beat review. All right, let's get this popping, guys. Bam.
Thanks for the heads up, Mr. Beats.
Yeah. That's why we have such a great community, guys. Everybody contributes and helps out, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes we get a little busy. We get a lot going on, man. So appreciate you guys. Thank you guys, everybody, for pulling up, man. You're tuned in to Lynx Radio. I'm your host, Hank. Today, guys, we're doing a beat review. We got a great panel here today. We got the homie J Coop. We got AC and we got Atmosphere. Shout out to these guys for pulling up. They're going to be giving you guys some good feedback, guys. It's, positive feedback. You know what I mean? We're going to be honest here, guys, and we're not going to sugarcoat it. But we do this to inspire and motivate and help. You know what I mean? So that's our overall goal, guys, is to, help inspire and get us all to the next level. So that's what it's all about right here, guys. You know what I mean? And we got a lot going on. So this is just something that we're trying out. You know what I mean? And we got a few submissions. There's room for more. So if you guys want to submit, it's over at linxradio.com/beat review. Go submit your track right there, and we're going to play it up tonight, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get it open real quick, guys. Get it going, and let's get it popping because we've had enough time fooling around with getting things set up, and you guys know how it goes, man. Those that stream understand that the way you left things the last time ain't always the same, and then when you change the scenes, things change, so you got to go update and change things out, man. So shout out to all you guys for your patience, man. We appreciate you guys. These guys already said what's up, man. So you guys ready to listen to some music?
Let's go.
Yeah, we're good. AC, you good? Atmosphere, you good?
Yeah.
Sir.
All right. Let's get it popping then, man. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this up a little bit. You guys could hear the music, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, cool deal.
Sound good.
All right. So let's pause this up. All
What
right.
up, Joe?
And let's bring up. All right, so the first one up is we got DJ Don't Miss, aka L&T. Let's go. This one is called Random Vibe 64 Feedback. So let me drop this in, and we hit play. All right, let's play this up. And play. Let's go, L&T. That's what's up, man. That was dope, bro. Super clean, man. I like that. You know what I mean? Very nice. We got the panel, so I'm gonna kick it over to the homie J Coop first. You up, bro? What's your thoughts?
So let me just describe what I was hearing. I think Alan's found kind of like a style with like the change in time. And I'm a fan of it. So I'm a fan of like the half time for like some of the other parts to kind of slow the sample down. It's just stuff like when you're making a beat, you know, a lot of times like you got a sample, you want to like milk that sample for as much as you can get. So I think you did that well. Another thing that stood out was the open hi-hat. I don't know. I'd maybe put like a reverb on it so it has more of a tail, or like shorten it to like stop like right on beat. Seems like it just stopped kind of abruptly. And again, I don't even know if that's a bad thing, but if it's something we want to do, I'd say like let's double down and like really accentuate that part. But those are my thoughts. Listen to it. I think the beat was fire.
All right, good deal. Appreciate that right there. Next up, we got the homie AC. What are your thoughts on that, AC?
I didn't notice any problems with it really. I liked what he did with the sample. I like how he took it to different places and different parts of the track. So another banger from Alan, in my opinion.
All right. Appreciate that. Thank you. And Mr. Atmosphere, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it sounded good to me, man. I like the way the drums, the patterns, they were good. I like the way they were syncopated. I think that the only thing that I noticed was there's one little part that might, as far as tonality goes, it might have been a little bit like somewhere in the sample there's something where it just clashes. I think if you roll off like some of the I guess lows off of the sample and roll it off until maybe some of those low mids are like rolled off of it, I think that might help that little part where it's a little, that might resolve that altogether. But as far as that goes, I love the tempo changes, the pitch changes were dope as hell to it, because it kind of gave it like a whole new vibe once the pitches started changing up. So that was dope. Overall, tight beat, man. Nice work.
All right. There you go, Mr. Alan T. Good beat. He dropped us another track, so we're gonna jump on that one. Shout out to everybody that pulled up in the chat too, man. Appreciate you guys. You guys smashed that like button. And you guys know the drill, man. Hit those little emojis right there by the chat that you see floating on your screen right there. You guys know how much that helps our stream out. You know what I mean? Any streamers. So appreciate you. Mr. Alan T, we're going to play up your next track, man. So let's go, man. Let me drop this in for you guys for the panel real quick. Boom. Bam. Here we go. Shout out to Alan T. I like your range of creativity, bro. You go all over, man, and sounds dope. Super dope, man. Fire. I like that. Let's go ahead and bring on the panel, and we'll start with Atmosphere first. What's your thoughts, brother?
Yeah, man, I was not expecting that at all. That was actually very, very cool, man. It had like a nice little chill dance vibe to it. The four on the floor was, always it's a pleaser. Man, it sounded good. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Nice track.
Very cool. All right, there you go, Alan. And AC, what are your thoughts on that one, bro?
I really liked it. I was not expecting that from Alan, but also Alan does have he'll launch one off into left field every once in a while. This is really cool. I like the track. It reminds me of like being like listening to a song on the radio in GTA and driving around. So I love that. The only criticism I would have is there's some parts that I feel like there could have been like a reverse cymbal or something going into the transition to kind of smooth out the transitional parts of the song. Other than that, it was great. I really liked it.
All right, cool. Appreciate that. And Jay Coop, what are your thoughts on that, brother?
Yeah, I'm not for this one. Of the two, I like this one a little bit more because, like, the second it comes on, you're just immediately bobbing your head. It's like it's impossible not to do it with a track like that. Here, Alan kind of displayed like all the stuff like you've seen him kind of like really perfect over last couple of months, right? So. You got some tempo changes with the sample. You have some changes in pitch and everything, and those are stuff that you just watch producers. They develop a skill and then they hold on to that and then they just add more skills on top of that. If I gave any feedback, just to my ear, it seemed like some of the frequencies on the high end was a little sharp. But I like the volume of everything, so I think if you just do a filter sweep with one of the EQs. And then just dip it in those harsh frequency ranges, it could get a little bit more bang for the buck on the high end, but it's super small in comparison. Creatively, I think this is just a great track.
All right, there you go, Mr. Alan T. Good stuff, man. We appreciate you for submitting that. Thank you very much. Next up, guys, we have the homie Extosi coming up, so let me go ahead and pull up his track. We appreciate that. This is called Coffee, so let me go ahead and drop this up in there, and let's hit play on that bad boy. Yo, let's go, man. That was dope. Extosi, man. Just seeing your progression, man, and everything you've been doing, and being here with us, man, leveling up, hundredfold, bro. You know, just super dope fire, man. We appreciate you so much right here, man. I'm gonna kick it off with the homie Jay Coop. What are your thoughts on his track there, bro?
Yeah, I feel like this track was like designed for me. No, some feedback I gave him, and it wasn't like like any kind of criticism on anything he's made. He's really progressing. I was just like, man, I'd like to see you play around with like more low end, right? Or work on some bass lines and stuff. I think he like worked on like some 808s in this one that like really just ear candy for me. So love this track. Two things, and this is just not a criticism. It's not even necessarily applicable for this beat, but it can be applied, right? So, first thing is I would say, think you're moving in that direction of the low end. This one, like, is a perfect example. So, I would learn about ASDR on your on the chops, and basically, it just stands for attack, sustain, decay, and release. Basically, when you play the sample, you can have it like kind of spike and then go down. I think on a sample like this, where it's like kind of repeated chops, you can just add a little bit of like movement and breathing to that. So again, not even necessarily applicable for this track at all, but like just what's next after the bass, right? So I'd encourage you to try that out. And again, you haven't missed often, and this is no exception.
Yeah, awesome, man. All right, that's some good feedback right there. Let's kick it over to AC. What you got on that, bro?
I really like the chops. I like the sound selection. This is something Extolsi does well. He always picks a really cool sounding sample, and he really digs around for stuff that sounds cool, and he makes it work. He's starting to chop things up more, and like Jay was saying, you know, smoothing out like that one, maybe you could have smoothed it just depends. He's kind of right on that. It's sometimes like a harsh chop in is cool. Other times you can smooth it out where makes other things sound better. I personally would like to see him introduce maybe like another element in there towards the end of the track, and start give the second half a little bit of a different feel, even if it's adding something like like another synth or another thing, bringing some different kind of movement in for that second half of the track. And that's all on that one.
That's some good advice right there, bro. There you go, man. We appreciate you for that one. And the homie Atmosphere, what you got for him, bro?
Yeah, man. To me, it sounded dope. I really liked the vibe of it. The sound selection was very cool. The drums were super, super dope. The only thing I would add would be like, among the other things that were like these guys said, is while if the sample is going to be repeated, like consistently on that type of like beat, my only recommendation would be to give it a little bit of space to breathe. Is not You don't have to mute the sample, but add some kind of like silence here and there, like a breakdown silence, and also maybe like add a filter like where the highs are being rolled off, so it sounds like the sample's coming in and out, to give it like another like color to it. But other than that, it sounds really dope, man. I like it. I really like it. Dope beat.
Dope, man. That's some good feedback from these guys today, man. Appreciate you guys on that one, man. And you know what I mean? This is what's getting us all to level up, man. It's just this feedback. But not only the feedback, guys, shout out to you guys for implementing what these guys are sharing. We're hearing it, guys, in the sample flip challenge and the whether it's the Friday night or the 7-day, man. So, it's for us, we're just looking at it to try to help, you know what I mean? And these guys are pretty seasoned, and you guys hear these beats that these guys put out, man. So, they're sharing, with the wisdom and knowledge and the understanding, man. So, shout out to these guys. Round of applause for my panel, man. I'm so grateful that they're here with us, man, and sharing their knowledge with the community, man. So thank you, guys. We got another one from the homie Extolsi. This one is called I Get High. We're going to go ahead and play this bad boy up, and let's see where it goes with it, man. So let's go. Yo, that was dope, man. I like that. You know, and hearing what these guys just said on the last track, yeah, some of these tips, it's going to help that track, so it doesn't get repetitive and it keeps going. But this is a banger right here, bro. I like it, man, and applying these tips, man. So I'm going to just go ahead and kick it right to the homie AC. You're up first, bro. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, this is stuff that he's just, even from the previous track to this track, it feels like an evolution of what he's doing. It's crazy how much more he's implementing and stuff. He's starting to work on changing things up. He adding pauses, things like that. I like where he's going with like it's just like you're seeing him go in the right direction. The only criticism I really have is I would like to see, and I don't know if it's really possible with how he did the sample, but I would kind of like to see the low end separated of the sample separated somehow, and being able to bring that bass line in to the forefront too. I mean, to be right alongside of what everything is, and just kind of improve the mixing of that. And I think that track there would go way further with just a little bit better all-around mix with more low end and more stuff like that in there.
All right, that's some good feedback right there, bro. We appreciate you for that one, man. Shoot it over to the homie Jay Coop. What you got, brother?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Styles P song where they use that sample. So I don't know. Is Stolzy making these beats just for me? I don't know. I like that. Hey, if I'm not mistaken, you did the bass for that, yeah? I'll give him a second to answer, but yeah, dude, I liked it a lot. It was a different take on the sample, and I'm a huge fan of doing that. We're in like a I'd say like third, fourth generation of hip hop, so it's cool to see like the old classic samples get resampled. Yes, I thought you did the bass line, bro, and all I'm gonna say is because I was thinking it too, it's kind of low, but I wonder if that's because you're not like entirely like confident with it. But yeah, bro, turn that thing up, bro. That's I'm so impressed that you did that. I really don't have any criticism with that. I like what you did on that one.
All right.
Well, let me jump in for a second, AC here. Okay, so this is actually a good thing, because if that wasn't part of the sample, that bass line wasn't part of the sample, I thought it was part of the sample, and the way he had it mixed was pushing it back. So if that's the bass line he wrote, it felt like it belonged in there. So the only issue was really a little bit of mixing.
Yep, and that's Dubs too. If AC was fooled into thinking that was the original sample, like what kind of praise is that, dude? That's pretty awesome.
Heck yeah, man. Good stuff right
Really
there, guys.
cool.
Heck yeah. And let's hear from the homie Atmosphere. What you got on that, bro?
Yeah, man, I really dug it. The vibe was perfect. The mix needs work, and then to me, like the only thing I would change would be, or at least, yeah, actually change would be if there's a way to just have the music without the vocals, like maybe for like 4 bars here and there, just to like let the sample breathe a bit. Other than that, super tight beat. I really liked it. The whole sample was working with it, and the breakdown too. That the breakdown actually kind of like it broke up that beat. It went somewhere and then it came right back to it. I really liked that. That was nice.
Yeah, and just last words on it, just to kind of follow up with what Atmos was saying. I agree. There was a moment listening back to the song where it became apparent to me that the thing was repeating. Now, this went a very long time, right? So what I would do is like step away for a second, listen with a fresh set of ears, and the moment that sample to you is feeling like, all right, like now I realize that it's been repeating for a while. Stem separate that thing, clone the Serato channel, right? Your pattern in the playlist, make that unique, move that pattern down to the new Serato clone, and just take out the vocals for a couple bars, and I think that's a golden beat.
Yeah, and with that, guys, let me play devil's advocate on this for So with that, guys, like how many bars would you guys feel that sometimes it just gets repetitive? Is it like 4, 8? You should change it up every 8, 16.
Yeah.
So maybe you guys could talk on that real quick.
Yeah, that's a great question. Me and Dubs were talking about this. We were just talking about like patterning and stuff. Like, The old school way has always been like, you got like a verse that's 16 bars, usually like a hook is 8 bars. But I think now, especially with like lower attention spans, especially like, most music is getting popular on like 30-second, like, TikTok clips and so on. Really, it's just a feel thing. I would say like, if you got like a super fast beat, you can get away with more bars. You got a slower beat, then maybe you don't put the full 16 for a verse. It's just one of those things
Yeah.
where you have to listen to it and you have to like trust your own ear. And at a certain point, like when it feels that way, that's when you make the switch. That's how I feel. I'll let Atmos and AC share their thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, it's every 2 bars, every 2 to 4 bars. For me, every 2 to 4 bars, there should be something either introduced or removed. It has to be because otherwise, for me, it doesn't feel like the actual song is speaking. It's just a loop. And in order for me to not sound for it not to sound like a loop, is to introduce and take away elements as those 2 to 4 bars keep on moving. And then when you step back away from it, you want to make it feel like more a build up as opposed to just like a roller coaster of up and down, up and down, up and down. You kind of want to let it breathe, let it talk, and let it move up, and then that's when the hook comes in, right? A little breakdown before the hook. But yeah, every for me, a must every 4 bars. Every 4 bars, something has to happen in order for it to feel like it's doing something.
All right,
In my opinion.
appreciate that, bro. Dope stuff. What about you, AC? You got anything?
I don't have any specific rules. Sometimes if I want something to feel more hypnotic, I will kind of let it kick. But usually, if I'm going longer than 8 or 16 for something, and usually I'm either adding an element, like Atmos was saying, I'm adding something, or there's some type of movement in there that moves through, like it'll be a filter that moves over 8 bars. So it's not just, boing boing, repeating. And yeah, there's a thing like if Solsi wrote a bass line for this in the context of this track here, he wrote a bass line for this. There's a point where you could drop everything out and have the bass line and just like have, some keyboards like hitting a pad or something simple just to break it up for 2 bars, and then, build it up, maybe put a filter in there and then like drop it again and,
Yeah,
bring it back because, because you have that spot where like, oh, who knows what's going to happen, and it's a feel good track. And then, it's like, oh, okay, it's coming back. Boom. And that makes it, it adds emphasis and to what you're doing as well, So I don't have any hard and fast rules when it comes to that. But also, I usually do have some type of movement going on in the track with effects or something else that keeps things going on if it's longer.
All right, and guys, that's coming from the guys whose beats take you on a journey, man. So this is all good feedback from all these guys right here, man. So you guys implement these, you know what I mean? We appreciate them. Hopefully this helps you guys out, man, because them sharing this wealth of knowledge, man. This is great, information. You know what I mean? And everybody has their own style, the way they create, but
Yeah.
you have to learn, guys. This is the thing about this beat review feedback information is to help you guys to see the processes, you know what I mean? And there's no gatekeeping. These guys are sharing with you, man. So let's keep it going, guys. Appreciate you. Next up we got the homie Dubonomics. So he submitted a track, and let me go ahead and play up this first track right here. This one's called Brass Knuckles, so we better be careful what we say, guys, because you're going to bring those brass knuckles out. I'm kidding, Dubonomics. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for submitting. Let me go ahead and hit play on this bad boy, and let's check it out. Let's go. Damn, bro. That's crazy. Devilnomics, that's crazy, bro. That drum work was putting in some work right there, bro. Damn, let's go, man. First up, I'm going to kick it over to the homie J. Coop. What you got on that, bro?
Oh man, why you gotta make me go first on this one? No, yeah, that was a journey. I'll call it a journey. There was a lot of elements in there, man. That's some good stuff. Yeah, I'd say like, I mean, look, if there's any feedback for this, it's just really more of a mixing thing. But the cool thing here is I think like, mixing can be like technical, right? So like you can go into a mix like I just want to make sure I'm cleaning all the frequencies. I'm getting, like a wide, even spread on the frequency range and all that. But like I think this one is more of like a creative mixing task, right? So it's just like all the different elements that you usually don't hear with each other. My creative mind is just thinking like, yeah, how can we like really go crazy, right? Like how can we like make one delay into the other sound and do stuff like that. So I'd just say just continue work on it. I think this is phenomenal. This definitely has the makings of a like masterpiece, truly.
Yeah. All right. Well said right there, man. Super dope. Let's kick it over to Atmosphere. What you got on that, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna agree with that. I think that the only thing that's holding this track back is the mix. It's not that it's a bad mix. It's just that there's a lot of space there that can be filled in with just mixing and some delays and some effects. But overall, that was a hard fucking beat, dude. That was tight as hell. And then, like I said earlier, when I said like at every 2 to 4 bars, this guy, yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff.
Dope track, bro.
Heck yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go. There you go, Devonomic. And kick it over to the homie AC. What you got on that, bro?
Man, I was literally just like trying to process the whole thing the whole time. There's a lot to the way Devonomics makes his beats, and there is, to me, a kind of aesthetic that he has of keeping things kind of sparse, but rhythmically well thought out to a degree that is just so interesting to me, and I wish I could do stuff like this. There's some things with the mixing maybe here and there, but I feel like there's times like where the only thing that and maybe that's just not what he's going for, and maybe it's instead because I still try to wrap my mind around like what is he going for here in like the best way too, but it's like there's times where I feel like he could be like kind of exploding into the full frequency range too. Like he could be paired back in this very smart rhythmic, good sound selection stuff, and then have moments of like really taking up the space and creating a contrast and pulling it back. You know what I mean? I feel like I can conceptualize that. I don't necessarily know how he would do it, or what ideas. Maybe bringing some bigger sounds in to layer for moments as well. But Devonomics makes really interesting stuff, and I still wrap my mind around. It's different. I like it a lot.
Yeah, when you say that, AC, I'm wondering if you're listening the way I listen, because same, like, when I was listening to that, it wasn't so much like, there's some songs where you just kind of like enjoy and you're bobbing to. This one was more like, I'm listening to kind of like study. So like I can pick up on like where the decisions were being made and like what was what. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it definitely, it's, and rhythmically it's smart. It's really
Yes.
interesting with the order, the sequence of everything. It's crazy.
Yes. It like fires off like my higher level like music knowledge, right? Like,
Yeah, it
yeah,
does.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Same page, dude.
All right, good stuff, guys. There you go, Dubonomics on that one, bro. So, we got another one from Dubonomics. This one is called Gold Crowns. So let's go ahead and hit play on this bad boy and let's see what he cooked up for us. Let's go. Yo, that was pretty dope right there, Dubonomics. I like it, man. I think that one is super fire, bro. Me, I just think like that's like big beats right there. You know what I mean? Like that's a big anthem there. I think more of the stereo field like pushed out on some of those elements to just make it wider. You know, it almost feels like narrow, but just wider beats. But that's just me, bro. You know what I mean? And that just mixing. But overall, like super dope. So I'm gonna kick it to Atmosphere. You're up first, bro. What you got on that, man?
Yeah, that was definitely a journey, man. Like it was very epic sounding. It sounded like high energy. It had a lot of like and power to it. The mix was pretty good. It could be a little bit like for me personally, the drums could be a little bit I guess louder, more punchy. But other than that, that was a dope ass beat. Like it doesn't need vocals or anything. You just let that shit right out, man. That shit was a lot of energy, bro. I like that. That was dope.
Yeah, there you go, man. All right, AC, what you got on that one, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like the last couple, like there was with Extolsi, like one track kind of did things that I was wanting to see out of the other one, like right with the next track. And I'm not saying that because that would change the other beat, because Dubonomics is kind of doing a different thing with this one, obviously. But he knows how to go, like, really spread the sound out and go big too. So I mean, he has it all. He has the whole skill set. He's putting it all together. As far as, I mean, there probably are mixing adjustments, but honestly, I would have to really sit down and listen to the mix on my like good headphones and like off stream where it's not being streamed, so I could see where the nitty gritty of the fine adjustment needs to be made. Because I mean, it does seem like it needs a little bit of polish here and there, but that's it. It's good. It's a good song. It's well thought out. The sound selection is great. I give it high marks.
All right. There you go. Appreciate you for that one, bro. Hope you guys are enjoying this feedback, man. Yeah, Dubonomics, you can send, another 2 guys, and it's still open. So if you guys want to send some more, you guys are, welcome to send. We'll let you know when, we're gonna close it out. But right now we got some more room. We have one more track left, and but before we get to that next track, let's hear what Jay Coop's got to say on this track.
Yeah, so for me, now obviously when it comes to like feedback, all the, you could say this for everything, right? Mix, master, all that good jazz. So I'll just get right into the meat of it. This is a song that I see going far. When I heard it, I was thinking like, man, this is like, I don't even know if this is a rap beat. This is like more of like a beat battle beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you're up on stage and like all the producers play their stuff and you're trying to prove like you got the, you're with the shits. This is the beat that you would play for that. But then it got my wheels turning, right? So I'm like, well, let's think about this for a second, right? So like, what if this was like a rap beat, right? Because you got them songs that like they transfer over. Like remember Hank, the singles that would have like the 12-inch mix too? So like this is like somewhere in between like the more subdued like rap beat and like the full like club mix.
Right.
I think if I was Dubs, this is just me just thinking like marketability, I would like just make a couple different mixes of this one, and just shop them accordingly. Because also, yes, this reminds me, like if you look up ESPN's like new NBA thing that they made this year, there's like a bunch of different kind of mixes of that beat. They got one that's just more of like a trap beat, and then they got one that's like a full-on dance track, but it's like got the same elements. So, yeah, I would just take that pretty far if you get a chance, Dubs.
There you go, man. All right, guys. Good stuff right there. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's, to me, when I say big beats, that's exactly what I'm referring to. When you go into a beat battle, those are the big beats, you know what I mean? And you got to capture their attention. So when you got big sounds like that, you know what I mean? You have to bring it all together, you know what I mean? You don't want to just keep it all in the same thing. So that, like you said, it's all part of mixing, and we're working on that too, guys. That's some of the stuff that we're looking to bring to the channel, you know what I mean, to start breaking down some of the mixing stuff. But we'll talk more about that, later. Tonight, we're just looking at some beat reviews. So if you guys want to submit your tracks, linxradio.com/beat review, and, let's play up your music. So we got another one in. Let's go. Boom, boom, from Mr. Alan T. So that just came in. So this one is called Encore. So let me drop that in there, and let's see what Alan T blesses us with. Let's go. All right, Mr. LNT, let's go, man. So yeah, this is another one of those ones. Sometimes then they get a little repetitive. It took a while for that change up and then come back. But that's just me. And again, it's just preference on how you guys feel. You know what I mean? But that's what these beat reviews are about, and it helps us to get out of that. So let me go ahead and kick it over to Atmosphere. What do you feel on that one, bro?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a little repetitive, not too repetitive. It's repetitive enough for like a rapper, So when you're rapping, it doesn't stand out when you have vocals going on top of it. The only thing that I would do is, obviously break down the sample a little bit and take it out here and there. But also, as far as the drums go, change them up. You can actually reverse the drums at like maybe the last bar of a 4 bar of the the loop of the drums, the last bit of it, like reverse or something to kind of give it like a different type of feel and change up. But other than that, man, it's a pretty straight beat, bro. Not bad at all. Just slightly repetitive. If you take the sample in and out a couple times here, good to go, bro.
Good. Appreciate you for that one. Jay Coop, what are your thoughts on that, bro?
Yeah, and like as we're saying this, because this is a theme, and I kind of felt the same way. I guess like it's more of like a question, I guess I would pose, and I think I know the answer. It's like what makes something sound repetitive, right? Mm-hmm. And it's almost like it's like almost like the catchy stuff, because this sample that he uses is so catchy, it like gets in your head quicker than like if it was like something that was super simple, right? If it was like a super simple beat, you can just let it repeat and just throw in like flourishes here and there, but it's like a lot of sound right there. So it's like, not to mention like the breakdown with those horns, those horn stabs, like that was so tight. It's almost like I wonder if the horn stabs weren't even in there, if it would have like, because that's the moment it occurred to me. It was like, man, this took a while for this to come in. This is dope, So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd turn it back to Atmos and just curious on your thoughts on like what makes something repetitive aside from it repeating.
I mean, like you said, I guess the sample itself has to breathe, right? If it's like it's just constantly energy. There's no breakdown. At some point, you're gonna be like, okay, I get it, and then now let's just break it down. I think in this case, it just took maybe 4 bars too much. Maybe if we would have in the middle of the sample itself, just breaking it down, like add some silence here or there. Maybe again, effects go a long way. Filters go a long way. Delays go a long way. Like a record scratch stop, you like pause a record or something. Those things go a long way. You throw those little elements and then you sprinkle them throughout the beat. You can take any repetitive sample, but it's going to change it up so much that it doesn't sound repetitive anymore. If you were to just add those little elements every 4 to 8 bars, it changes the whole song. It's repetitive, but it changes throughout the repetition, and that's what gives it a different flavor every single time.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, Alan, he uses the same DAW that I use. And the cool thing is that I'm sure there's ways to do it. I mean, obviously there's other ways to do it, but in FL, you can, like, when you put an effect on it, if you're in song mode, you could right-click any knob and just select, I think it's like create automation clip, and it'll draw like the whole length of the song, like an automation for that control specifically. So you can just go in there and like draw lines and just see what happens and kind of experiment with like the different filters and stuff. So I think that's some really good advice.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we're saying it, guys, it's not to pick on the beat. It's the reality is if there was an artist on it, then you wouldn't hear it so much, right? Because their vocals is that final instrument that takes it to the next level. But because we're just playing a beat and it continues more than, our attention span, 2 bar, 4 bar, 8 bar. If it keeps going 12, 16 before it sees something, we kind of already heard it. So it just needs to be changed up. And that's just, something that I was told too, when we were doing beat battles. It's like, you can't do a 8-16 bar intro, dude. Like, get to it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly.
It's like 2 bars drop. You know what I mean? And your drop better come in hard if it's melodic. You know what I'm saying? So just different things, guys, that we learn and stuff like that. But appreciate you guys for that one. And let's kick it over to the homie AC. What you thinking, bro?
After these guys, just I mean, the level of experience between those two guys, or all of you guys really, and me. I have a lot harder time actually articulating what I'm thinking, and you guys are so much better at it. Like the way Jay described, what makes a sample being repetitive. It's like it's too sugary, it's too rich. of a dessert. You know, you can't just have pure sugar. You have to mix it in with something else a little bit. You need some other element to cut it down a little bit. And I think that's kind of the only real fault with this. And like you were saying, you know, if there's an artist on it, they can totally change the vibe. You know, they can totally do their own thing and break up the repetitiveness. To me, yeah, it feels like it could use like a B section, a section that changes the energy. Because when you have the same energy the whole time, that to me is whenever things get repetitive, and that's usually what I'm thinking with my tracks. You know, whenever I'm maybe a little too obsessed with changing the energy of my tracks at times, you know, and it becomes too frantic because you know I'm always creating a B section. And, you know, it's all stuff we all struggle with, you know, to figure out. Um, but yeah, I mean, I totally agree with the things that these guys are saying.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys, you guys ever like it's funny, right? Like you'll make the beat and you'll be like, man, this is perfect. And then you play it in front of somebody else and you kind of watch their face like we all do, right? And then it occurs to you like, oh man, maybe this is going a little longer, you know, whatever the thing is. So another advice there too is just like, you know, like listen to your own songs through people, you know, play it for people, and you'll hear it a different way just from watching.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why we do these things right here, guys. You know what I mean? So that way we can help each other. And it's not, you know, just nitpicking, but it's just keeping it interesting, guys. And that's what we're trying to do is keep it interesting, help you to level up. And, you know, we all get to the next level together. So shout out to you, Mr. Alan T, for that one, man. We appreciate you. Dope. Next up, we have so some good stuff. If you guys want to catch up on the chat there while I pull up the next. So I hope this is helping you guys, man. You know, it's good information. Definitely. Let me put this right here. Let me copy this. Woo.
Chat's putting some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
You know, guys, it's just interesting, right? Because like, you know, it just depends on the beat, right? Like some, you know, like there's some songs that like, you know, you got a rapper on and like it's a fire beat, but like the beat is repeating the whole time, but like the rapper is taking care of like the changes. So, but you know, in other cases, just like yeah, it's like obvious that like things need to change. I wish there was some rules we could set and just do it every time, but there never really is, you know.
Yeah, no, good stuff, man. Good stuff. And yeah, you know, you guys are right. What you're saying, if there's an artist on it, then yeah, it's gonna be repetitive because that's what I'm talking about. The artist is the final instrument, so they're gonna make it sound different because of their vocals, right? So they can control how it flows, you know. But since it's an instrumental, this is what we're talking about. It not just becoming repetitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Perfect example, like you know, Lil Wayne on the Carter 3, like The Mob. If you haven't heard it, just check it out. I don't know if you guys are Wayne fans or not, but I was, you know, I mess around in private trying to make different songs, and I downloaded that beat, and it like just then occurred to me like it's like the simplest beat. There's a lot going on in it, but it just repeats over and over and over again. So I don't know, just funny stuff.
Right. No, Chocolate Boy, we didn't get that one. Send it again, bro. That's linxradio.com/beat review. Dubs, I did get yours. And let me go ahead and play this one up. So right now, guys, this is the homie, the Sample Lord. He submitted a sample or his track. So let's go ahead and play it up. Sorry about that. And the name of his track is called Digital Killer. So let's go, man. Let me hit play on that bad boy. Let's go.
The Sample Lords.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, man. Good stuff right there, Sample Lords. Appreciate it. Thank you much, man. Yeah, this dope vibes, man. Let me kick it over to AC. What you feeling on that one, bro?
I really like the aesthetic of this. I like the I like dark stuff. I like lo-fi sounding stuff. I like the uh, what really feels like uh, very human feeling drums to it. The only issue I have with it is the repetitiveness. I would like to see a B section. I would like to see things, there's some points where I can feel it like if there was a break right here, a little bit of a break of some sort, and like some extra percussion, some shaky stuff going on. Something should get more movement going on behind the beat. Even within the same type of sound selection. Um, I really like the vibe of this stuff, and it'd be cool to actually work on with some of the stuff that Sample Lords has made, because I really like the vibe of the stuff he's making.
Good stuff, man. Appreciate you for that, bro. J. Coop, what are you feeling on that one, bro?
Yeah, so for me, if I didn't know that Sample Lords was an honorable man, I would just say that he took an Doom song, like ripped the vocals off of it, and then submitted the beat. I say that joking, of course. That to me sounds like, dude, like if you had MF Doom on that, or even like put an acapella, we wouldn't think nothing about the repeatability of it. And also, like, to me, I heard a rapper on it instead of hearing that it repeated a lot, for that very reason. I don't think it's a simple beat by any stretch. There's no sounds that are like I don't think you're going to be humming any of the sounds after the beat's over. So there's at no point was I like, man, this is like going on over and over again. So for me, my advice is twofold. So one, what I'm talking about right now, which is, bro, like, the internet's a big place. Like, why is that submitted just as a beat? Why isn't there an artist on it already? Something to think about, right? We're producers, but I imagine that beat was made with a song in mind. So like, let's do that. And then the other thing is that I don't think that song would hurt from like throwing it into like a mastering plugin. So my quick and dirty one that I love is the God Particle. Pirate it or something. Or Ozone 12. I don't know how it's on my computer, but I think I got it free with something. That has a pretty cool.
Ozone 12 is beautiful.
Oh my God, it has like some really cool like mastering feature that they just added in 12. So
I still
think
use
it's cool.
those. I think I used the old one. I think is there 13 out. I used the one before the latest version.
Okay. Yeah, I got 12, but yeah, man, like
I got 12. Yeah.
because imagine like that, like like this high end like stereo, super wide, and like those kicks. Like I could probably listen to that for like an hour straight while I'm working or something. So, okay, cool. He said he got Ozone, so yeah, let's look at that's like volume matters, right? Like we want that thing to crank. So that's all I got.
A little more oomph. A little more oomph wouldn't hurt,
Yeah.
Yeah, dope. And Atmosphere, what you got on that, bro?
I was rapping in my mind. I was part of Griselda for a bit, and I was like flowing deep into that shit. That shit was hard as fuck. I loved it. I love the gritty vibe to it. The drums, like the mastering of that track would definitely put it over the top. What I liked about it was that, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's a very simple beat. It's a very simple, is it a sample or did you play that out on the keyboard? Whatever it is, it's a simple, but it's impactful to a point where it doesn't need much more, other than a little breakdown here, maybe a pitch shift. But other than that, I mean, that beat to me sounded perfect for rap. It's perfect for a rapper. Like I can see Griselda on that easy, no problem.
Actually, I would like to issue a challenge for you, to and Extolsi, for you guys to collab on a beat. Like I would love to hear what you guys come up with together. So we have a Discord for that, but just the fan in me for both of you guys, I'd love to see what you guys cooked up together.
Okay, so he says that he played the whole thing, right? Yeah, you can hear it because it doesn't sound like a sample. It sounds played, but it sounds like a sample, but it's played. So that's beautiful. So that's
and
awesome,
made
dude.
to
I
respect.
respect that.
Yes, yes.
Uh, that's what you call making something out of nothing, and that's what this guy did. And he did it nicely because at first I was like, "This is a dope sample," but I'm thinking to myself, "Wait a minute, this sounds like it's played." You know, the little notes, the little accents on the notes. I was like, "Wait, this is being played." That's why I asked. But yeah, this is well done, bro. Like at first I thought it was I thought this was straight up sample. I'm like, "Yo, this shit's dope." Like the sample. Then it got me going. I'm like, "Wait, this is not a sample. This is very dope, man. I like this. I like this. Very, very, very dope track."
Super dope, bro. I think we just found one of the guys in the community, bro, that can probably cook up one of the samples for our Friday sample flip. You know what I mean? What were you gonna say, Jay Coop? What you got?
I just got excited when I knew where you were going with that. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Yes, get him on the Friday roster.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. And what would that do for him as a producer when he hears like the different like avenues that like other producers will take his samples? Like, bro, bro, let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, dude, I think so, man. I think we need to get something from you, Sample Lords. Send that to me, bro, and we'll put that in one of these Fridays, and that'll be the sample flip, man, for the community, from the community. So let's drop some dubs up in the chat for Sample Lords, man. For that, man, appreciate you. Thank you, panel, for dropping this
Track.
wealth of feedback, man. So, all right. Let's keep it going.
Fire track.
Yeah, dope, man. It's going to be dope, man. And this is what it's all about, guys, right here in the community, man, is, you know what I mean? We're here. We want to inspire each other, man. So, like, if you can play, man, you know what I mean? We want to use your samples. You know what I mean? I'm putting out what we have because this is what I have at my disposal. But knowing that we have, the talent up in here that you guys can actually play, there's a lot of you guys can really play. It's super dope, So let's get it, man.
Sample Lords.
Yeah,
Sample Lords has inspired me to go sample-less. I'm gonna make some shit out of nothing. Watch. Thank you, Sample Lords. I appreciate that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Bro. Like, I bet you, just a guess, but he's playing those instruments in the thing and then cooking it. Like, no, bro. Make your own sample and then chop your sample, bro. Oh my God. It's going to unlock something.
Dude, I'm telling you. Thank you, Sample Lord.
Change the pitch. Oh, bro. Like, yeah, let me just get out your way, bro.
Inspired, bro. Inspired. Thank you.
We already know, too, Queen Cooper, because I've gotten a few samples from you. So I'm working on them. Shout out to you guys, man. We got a dope community right here, man. Super dope. Said, Jay Coop can play. Jay Coop, do it all, man. Let's go, man. So we got Corey Quills. I did not get your sample, so please resubmit it so we can play it up, man. Definitely. And yeah, let's get that. So right now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and play up Chocolate Boy Swagger. He's up next. He just submitted his track, so appreciate you for that, Chocolate Boy Swagger. Let's go, man. This track is called, let me go to it, the Ritz Lazy Love Flip. Let's go. Here we go. Oh. Chocolate Boy Swagger, man. Dope. The only thing I gotta say, man, is that one was short, man. I need more, bro. Damn, that was hard, man. Shout out to you, homie. Appreciate you for that one. Let's kick this over to AC first. What you got on that, bro?
I was still processing it all in my brain there. You guys, man, I'm too slow. It takes me a while where I'm like, man, especially when I hear something really I like a lot, I'm like, oh man, this is just the layering, the textural way of he's doing things here. It's very nice. There's so many just wonderfully contrasting elements to it. It feels like there should be an artist on this, and it's still such a big, interesting beat to listen to too. He's knocking it out of the park here. I really like this. I don't have anything bad to say about it at all.
Let's go, man. Let me kick it over to the homie Atmosphere. What you feeling on that, bro?
Yeah, man, short and sweet, dude. It's like a very short, like he says, it's a teaser. That's a banger, bro. I love the drums, the samples, the loops, the whole thing the vibe was perfect, bro. Again, short but sweet. I have no complaints about it. That was dope.
Dope.
CBS in the house.
Yeah, let's go. All right, J. Coop, what you got, bro?
Yeah, we need to get those big hands that got like the #1 and just put like CBS fan or something. I'm a huge fan. You know, the thing that's impressive to me about Chocolate Boy 2 is that like he's doing something that there's like a big there's a lot of competition in the space, man. We're making classic hip hop beats with samples and dope ass drums. But he just finds a way to, for one, like chop the correct way, organize it in a way that's like really appealing, and then the drums are always hitting. Like in that space, I think he's like certainly holding his own, and I like in that space I would put him up against anybody. I'm just like a fan first, and I feedback wise, like bro, stop edging us with the short ones.
Yeah.
We want to hear the whole thing, but that's the only thing I got.
Yeah, those are his teasers, bro. He gets us hooked, man, and then that's the street dude right there. Get him hooked, and then get them buying more, man. So shout out to you, bro. That's super dope, man. We appreciate you for that, man. You know what I'd like to hear, man, is some of Chocolate Boy's like his first beats, man, to see how far what he's done and stuff like that. Just said like. I know he don't make no bad beats, man. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to hear those first beats, from way back when, Super
dope. Prove that you're human, bro. Like, like post an old beat, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Let's feel bad.
Super dope, man. We appreciate you, Chocolate Bush Swagger. That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? There's nothing bad to find, bro. I think everything's pretty solid on there, man. You know what I mean? And I think we all agree, and we're all learning. We're all learning. He said, I got something from 2014. We want to hear it, bro. Send it. We want to hear it. Hey, do we want to hear it right here, panel? Something from 2014?
Yeah, my self-esteem needs to hear it.
Let's go, man. All right, guys. Corey Quills.
He's going to kill it, though.
Yeah. I bet, bro. I bet. So I'm going to keep it going, man. We got another submission here from the homie Dubonomics. Appreciate you for submitting, bro. Let me change that name up right there. And then welcome in. First time tapping in. Sweatsuit. We appreciate you. Welcome in. Thank you for being here with us. We're doing a beat review. If you make some music and you'd like to, have us play it up today, welcome in. We also have our Discord. So if you'd like to, join our Discord, pretty simple. It's linxradio.com/Discord, and you can go ahead and join our Discord and see everything we got going on there. We do a lot here. We do Friday sample flips, 7-day sample flips, share your track folder, and also today we're doing our beat review, and so pretty dope. And you can also submit your track there at linxradio.com/beat review. So we appreciate you for being here and rocking with us. Everybody in here, it's all positive vibes, man, and we're just giving some good feedback. So thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you. Super dope. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play on the homie Dubonomics' track. This one is called Ivory Leather. Let's go. All right, man. Dope. Super dope, man. What are you guys feeling on that one? I like that, man. It had some dope, that vibe, that bounce, man. I really liked it. Let me kick it over to Jay Coop first. What you feeling on that, bro?
Yeah, I like that one a lot. This one from Dubs, this is my favorite that he did. There's a lot of stuff that I like. There are two things going on with the bass. You got the one where it's just kind of like the sub bass that's like riding and it like drops on a low note. That's a theme I've used before, so like that speaks to me just musically. I like the part right after that. It's kind of like George Clinton inspired, that bass sound. I like that a lot. That was amazing. I hear the elements with like the Pimp C type beat thing going on. I was a fan of that as well. Yeah, for me, like this is a excellent beat. I like this a lot. So not even a criticism, more of like the fan in me saying like, man, like some of these elements that's going on musically, I want to see those like big, like that boom, 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 boom. Like I just want like some top notes, like really punching that like musical idea. That's just me, but no criticism at all. I think that's fire. I'm a huge fan of that beat.
All right, good stuff right there, man. Good stuff. Let's kick it over to Atmosphere. What you feeling on that one, bro?
I really liked it. It had a lot of elements. It had a lot of melodic, parts to it. There was just the only one complaint that I have is there's a part where the bass goes really really low. I don't know if it's my headphones. It just sounds like it's like really rumbly. It doesn't have like definition to it. So I think it's more like a mix kind of thing. But other than that, man, I really liked it. I like the way that it moved. I like the way it kind of moved along and kept you intrigued in what was happening. So that was very dope. I liked it. Very very good beat.
All right, good feedback, bro. Appreciate you on that one. Let's go. And we got the homie AC. What you got on that, bro?
Sorry, I had some family members checking in because of the storms.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. Yeah, I was getting some texts there, but real quick, man, Demonomics has insanely good sound selection. It's like the sounds are so thoughtful that I'm like processing that. The guy, man, he makes stuff that kind of discombobulates me a lot. I don't know what it is about it, but um, I really liked it. I like when the organ first comes in. The only thing that I kind of noticed was it felt like maybe there needed to be like a little more of a drum fill or some kind of fill that would like introduce that a little bit. That's really the only criticism. Is minor. I mean, honestly, it's probably still okay with what it is, but yeah, I really like the beat. It's really well thought out. It's really good sound selection. Great stuff.
Good stuff, man. Appreciate you for that, man. So there you go, dubs on that, man. Corey, I see your 2 tracks in there, so we'll play those up, bro. Let me read his thing. Sweatsuit says shit, so the mix gonna be a little wonky, but I appreciate y'all. Yeah, for sure, man. And that's what we're here for, man. So we appreciate you on the heads up. But yeah, submit it. Let me see. I think I just seen one come in. Boom. Okay, yeah, I got you here, man. So we'll play you up next, man. And but let me go ahead and play up the one from Dubonomics. So Dubonomics, I hope this, reaches you, bro. And like I said, it's some good feedback, man. But very dope. This one coming up is called Brownwood, another one from the homie Dubonomics. Shout out to Dubonomics for submitting. We appreciate it, guys. It means a lot, guys. You know what I mean? These guys take their time out of their days, to be here with us and, commit to giving you good, positive feedback. So, by you submitting, it just shows a token of appreciation. You know what I mean? So it works in both ways, guys. So we appreciate you guys. And this is what community is all about, man. You know what I mean? Just supporting one another. So, all right. Hank, stop talking. Let me play up Brownwood. Here we go. Yo, that was beautiful, bro. I like that one, man. That was super dope. I really liked it, man. Super dope, Dub. I'm gonna kick that over to the homie Atmosphere. We'll start with you first, bro. What are you feeling on that one?
So that was super fucking awesome. I think that's probably my favorite beat from him as of right now, and that's what you call a well-produced track. I think it just needs mixing, and there's one part I think there might be like one bass note that's off. I think it's probably during the breakdown, but other than that, wow, dude, I'm pretty impressed. That's very, very, very nice, man. Very nice.
Dope. There you go, Dubs. Man, super dope. Let's kick it over to Jay Coop. What are you feeling on that one, brother?
Yeah, I have to listen back to the break. I didn't catch the note. Mix wise though, I did. There's like an 808. I think that's like a lot louder than like the bass. So that was the only thing mix wise that stood out to me. I thought this was excellently tracked too. And again, this is one of those tracks where like my head goes to like what's next, right? So like standard, stuff, right? We all need to mix and master all our stuff, right? So that's like, you always have that in your mind. But then like for this, like I don't know if I was sitting on this beat, like I would find a singer. I would not to sing on it necessarily, but to create a demo. Especially like if I'm sitting on some lyrics, like I know for a fact y'all that Dubs can write them bars. So I'd get a singer and like make a demo and like start shopping the song because I think you could probably do something with this. That's just my thoughts. So just trying to put that in your ear. But as far as the song goes, I think this was a really expertly produced track.
Yeah, absolutely. Dope, dope. And AC, what are your thoughts on this, brother?
It's great. It's a really nice track. It's well constructed. Honestly, I think it's well mixed. As well. I mean, in my view, there are a couple things that need. I mean, that's the thing. It's like saying like, oh, there's a problem with it. It could just be one or two things, and sometimes there's things that slide through. And I've noticed this because often enough, even like on share your tracks, I'm submitting a track I probably worked on for like 3 days, and then like worked on for like literally the last hours up until I share it, and then I'll go do something else like an hour before the stream, and it'll play on the stream, and I'll go, oh my god, how did I not notice that this one thing was just way too loud, or like why can't I hear that thing that I had, like that was important to the backbone of this other part, and you can't really hear it. There's lots of different things like that happen. um, so I don't like to be too harsh on the mixing overall, but I think the mix is honestly, like, see, other than what you were saying about the 808, like I thought it sounded great personally on the headphones I got here. But and the only other thing I noticed was there is a, like, I feel like there's a spot where it changes, and it could use like some smoothing out, a transition wise, like maybe just a little fill, maybe just a couple extra hits on a snare, some other, maybe a little bit of a cymbal or another different sound to bring that little next part in, and that's it.
Some toms, some like a tom roll, like snare and toms and stuff, like a little drum
Tom,
fill.
yeah,
That
some
would,
tom or something like that.
yeah, I was thinking just that. That's a great idea.
Super dope, man. Thank you, guys. All right, Dubonomics, you got it right there from the panel, bro. You know what I mean? Some good stuff right there, but overall, dope track, man. So we appreciate you for that one, for sure. All right, guys. So up next, we have a new member that just pulled up and joined in. And he sent in a track for review today. So thank you, Sweatsuit. We appreciate you. Let me read his little bio. He said, I'm an artist out of Philly, making primarily classic hip hop and rapping on mostly self production. So you're in the right place. Definitely. We have a lot of great producers up in here, artists as well. And we appreciate you jumping in with us. And it's going to be dope, man. You're in a great place. So we're going to go ahead and play this up. Let me see. Boom, boom, boom. This one is called Fillmore. And let me go ahead and hit play on that bad boy. So Let's drop that in there. We got a couple more submissions. I just saw the other ones that just pulled up. So right now, the Sample Lords just dropped in another track. And then we got Corey Quill. So super dope, man. Appreciate you guys for participating and dropping in your tracks, man. And, taking that feedback. And we know that it's very helpful, man. You know what I mean? We all need that, you know what I mean, to get to the next level. So let me hit play on this bad boy. Let's go. Fillmore from the Homie Sweatsuit.
That we all know if she got on that little short dress, understand me, she might be bopping at her motherfucking bed. But if a bitch can't be corrected, she can't be directed. Proper instruction bring great production. She don't follow proper instruction, bring straight destruction to my life. I won't lie to you, but believe me, man, I'll say it again. If a bitch can't be corrected, then she can't be directed.
All right, man. Dope. We appreciate you for dropping that in. Sweatsuit, tell us in the chat how long you've been producing, man. You know what I mean? I see a lot of the stuff you're saying there, so we're going to give you some good, constructive, positive feedback right here, man. But you're in the right place, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of great producers here, and that's what we're here for, man, to help and all that stuff. So don't get down on yourself, man. You know what I mean? We're all in that learning process, man. But it was dope. Wide open, my thing. So I'm taking it since you're an artist. This is something you're probably rapping on, so this is why it's wide open and stuff like that. But I'm gonna leave it to the panel to give us some feedback, and I'm gonna kick it over to Jay and see what his thoughts are on this track.
Yeah, it's funny. It's hey, welcome to the group, my guy. Philly in the house. We've been needing somebody from Philly, so we're getting more spread as the days go on. With the mix, I hear what you're saying, but bro, if I put that in my DAW and put bars on it, like I'd be okay with that. I don't have issue with that. We can always like lower 808s or do whatever we need. So, and I understand this is an older track too. So mix is cool. I don't have a problem with it. What else, man? Like, I really like the sample 808s were in key. There's a lot of stuff, man. Like, stick around because I can tell you from what I heard, you're gonna fit in just well. And also, this is like mostly a group of producers too. So a lot of times, like, we're making beats that are like really to impress other producers, But let's be honest, like this beat, like for a rapper, this is perfect. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have any it's not trying to fight the rapper for attention, right? The rapper's allowed to get on this beat and kind of do their thing. So like me personally, I love this track. I don't know if you're doing anything with it, but I'd take it right now. So you just let me know, bro. But hey, excellent job, bro, and welcome to the team.
Yes, well said. So what he put in the chat right there is he said he's been producing on Reason for like 10 years, but started recording and getting serious about mixing and arranging about 2 years ago. And he's already rapped on this one, so it looks like it's sticking. And we appreciate you for being here and submitting right here, Matt. So, yeah, super dope, man. You're in the right place, bro. You found us, man. You're in the right community, and hang with us, man. Keep pulling up. We appreciate you. I'm gonna kick it over to the homie Atmosphere. What are your thoughts on it, bro?
I like it. I thought it was a dope beat. For me, what I would like to, happen would be to, I guess, the sample chops, like the vocals and like the little music chops that they have, to be raised up in the mix, and I guess add a little bit more bass to it to make it sound a little bit more full. But other than that, I think it's pretty good. I don't have any complaints about it. Like I straight, like Jay says, it's good for a rapper, no doubt about it.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Appreciate you for that one. And the homie AC, what you got on that, bro?
First off, yeah, welcome to the community. It's good to have more people. It's good to have people submitting things. Turn up for the stuff we do and more. And yeah, I really like the beat. I think it would be perfect for a rapper, like these guys were saying. Yeah, there's a few little, like you were saying, a few little mixing adjustments. Obviously, I mean, I feel like I'm giving that feedback a lot, but and also I will say, take those type of things with a grain of salt too, because we're listening through a stream. There are a little bit of stuff that goes on through there that can change things up too. I've noticed before, but overall, I think it's a great beat, great sound selection. I would love to hear him rap on it personally, but that's all I got.
Yeah, good stuff, man. And that's what I was expecting too. When I heard the vocals in the beginning, I thought, oh, okay, we're going to get the rap. So we appreciate you, bro, for submitting. And, hopefully we can hear some of, the raps and stuff like you got, bro. So keep rocking with us. We appreciate you. Sweatsuit, super dope, man. Join the Discord, bro. You know what I mean? We dropped it in there. So it's linxradio.com/Discord. Go jump up in there, man. You know what I mean? Share some tracks. Say what's up to the homies. And you're going to get lots of love up in there, man. So we appreciate you. All right, let's get it going, man. We got another one from the homie, the Sample Lords. So let's go, man. Let me press play on this one. This one, he said, trying to hear the mix. So he's looking for that feedback, I guess, on the mix, guys. So this one is the Boom Bap Anthem. So let's go, man. Here we go.
The Sample Lords.
All right, man. Super dope. I like it. Correction on that one. He said it was actually Trap, not Boom Back, the label. All good, man. But overall, Chris, man, I like it. Clean. The mix is clean. The snare, you hear everything up in there, man. So that's just me. But I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to, we'll go to J. Coop first. You're up.
Yeah, Beat's cool. What I was hearing, I think the biggest strength was the drums and just the variation. I was a huge fan of like the drop. I thought that was expertly done. I think this beat I think might benefit from just experimenting with like some of the sound selection. Not necessarily. Well, obviously a bit of a repetitive beat, but I think that's the intention. But if you're gonna keep those sounds for so long, I would say like maybe even like keep the pattern, but like change the sound every now and then, or just some thoughts creatively. I don't think there was anything structurally wrong with the mix or the beat itself. I just think maybe a little bit more could be done to that. Hope you take that the right way.
Yeah, well said, man. Good stuff. Let's kick it over to Atmosphere. What you got on that, bro?
Yeah, I liked it. I think the drums were a little bit too loud, I guess, in this case. Maybe if they were just to go down a little bit, it would probably fit in more with the music because the vibe that I'm getting is a more open, airy vibe. It doesn't sound like it needs like the drums to be so aggressive, I guess, on top of the music. But other than that, I think it's not. It sounds pretty good. Maybe during the transitions, maybe to add an element here and there to kind of fill in space in the mix to when there's changes coming up. But other than that, it sounds pretty dope to me.
All right. Well said, man. Super dope. And AC, what you got on that?
One thing I'm noticing is the low end. He's got like a synthy bass sound going, and it's really kind of saturated. What it sounds like, he's put like a saturation or distortion on it, and that kind of cuts the low end out of it. What he can do, and what I would do in this case with this, is layer like a sub bass. Especially if you're writing all this in with MIDI or you're just playing it in, do the exact same notes on like a sub bass, and bring in a lower bass as well, and pass off the highs, and you can probably layer another sub bass under this pretty easily, and that will bring the whole mix fuller as well. That'll bring a lot more life to it. Other than that, if you're a guy that is making all this stuff, on your own, there's a few different ways you can create a little bit of variation as well. Dropping instruments out, for certain little periods. Drop the drums for a little bit. Other than that, I really like what you're doing with the sound selection. I like it overall. Yeah, it's great. Thank you.
All right. There you go. Guys. You know what I mean? Sample Lords, we appreciate you on that one. Super dope. Thank you for submitting that one. We got another one. So, this is feedback, guys. You know what I mean? And this is just, things you can add and help you, with the production and stuff like that. So we appreciate these guys for sharing up that wisdom and that knowledge with us here. We got another one. Let me go ahead and change this up. So we're going to keep it moving. We got another submission from the homie Sweatsuit. So he submitted another track. And this one is called Crumb. I'm sorry, Crumb. Let's go. So let me hit play on this bad boy. Let's go.
Yo, it's just a matter of time before Sweat make the A-list. Are we player hating? Or he a straight bitch. Solid gold dish, full of straight fish. Got me going ape shit. I'm rhyming so sick that this might make a wish. Y'all the laziest and fake shit. Dressing Old Navy, not impressing old ladies. Look sweats from out the 80s, how I'm stepping out. They hate to see them check me out. Must be what they pressed about. Settle down before I set you down. It can get messy if I mess around. Professor X him out. I specialize in getting mouth. I'm setting sights on some higher grounds. While I ride around, I'm dialed in, y'all be dying down. I cop a zip and then I break it down. Stack the racks into a money mound. Funny how I found the competition not around. Ralph sport jackets in assorted colors. That should be like a box of crowns. Vivid writtens mixed with superior diction. It rid the rap game of the inferior spitting. We living in the period of serial snitches. They at the hearing as the primary material witness. Not an ounce of pride in their systems with deliriousnesses. That's why they're not anywhere near me in this shit. I'm simply a cut above the rest. Blood of a rapping guy, Dapper Don. Smack your daddy, smash your mom with Gundam Nike Maxes on. Fuck the punk bitches, fuddy duddy ass crummy bums.
Fake ass
I'd fight you.
You're a crumb creep coward. I wanna fight you. Why is that? Because you're a crumb creep lush coward. You don't even know me, man. You are a lush, I can tell by looking at you. And I know a lush when I see one, and you're a lush. You're a creep. Get away from me.
Hey yo, somebody tell me why these crumb bum cowards, I got a lick of talent. Yo, I'm sick about it. I walk around and pop my shit. I'm a dick about it. I'm with a bitch that's not my bitch. I'm slick about it. When I'm in my mode, leave me alone and don't say shit about it. I written down ballistic rounds, the most prolific sounds. Listen how I'm gifted with pimpin' style. I limp around, crimson gown, inches off the ground and compliment the crown. Rightful king, listening to Prince. Days are wild. If this was 96, I'd have a phone line inside the whip. Pager with his own line, the flow mine, go mind your business. Spitting gold mines, cold rhymes you won't find. I don't need a cosign, I'm fine on the slow grind.
Sheesh. All right. Sweatsuit. Let me tell you something right now, man. You just woke up every producer in here and said, that's what we're looking for, man. You know what I mean? Super dope, super fire. We appreciate you dropping that on us, man. So let me go ahead and kick that over to the homie Atmosphere. What you feeling on that one, bro?
Fuck me, bro. Oh, that shit was fucking, what the fuck, bro? I don't know, man. That shit was fire, bro. Fire. Fucking
Damn.
Holler at me, bro. Just hold on, just to verify it. Dude is the rapper and the producer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, holler at me, bro.
Damn. Let's go, man. Sheesh. You got Atmosphere speechless, bro. Wow, that's crazy, man. Let's go, man. So let's kick it over to the homie Jay Coop. What you feeling on that, brother?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this, right? Like, bars like that will fix any mix. You know what I mean? Like I'm from the old school where it's like that's the only thing that mattered anyways. Like, right? Like, give me a beat that's like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a beat, cool, but you know what it is. It's about the bars. So with that said, very excellent work. That was great. Thank you for sharing that. Hey, by the way, you should lead with that when you enter a group. But just saying. But hey, nice work, bro.
Yeah, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. And that's just the test, right? You know what I mean? They submit the first beat, and they say, let's see what they do on that one, and then, all right, here's the real beat. You know what I mean? But yeah, always submit. And this isn't just him. This is everybody. Always submit your best first, guys. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you only get that one chance. You know what I mean? And you want to put your best foot forward. And that's just, something that I learned, even when you're doing beat battles, you know what I mean? I've had guys that I've went up against, and this is something from me that I've learned. I went up against guys that, they underestimate it, and they thought, oh, I'm just going to submit this one because I know it'll take him out. And it didn't. and then it's they miss opportunities. So don't miss opportunities, man. Put your best stuff out. We're here to support, man, and we're here to share. So we appreciate you for that one, man. Super dope. I like it. I'm gonna kick it over to the homie AC. What you got on that, brother?
So, the first track he submitted, he had like a 38 laying on the table, and then like he's like, I'll show you what I got on the second track, and it's like a shoulder-fired heat-seeking missile for the second one. like, all right. I mean, we stepped up. We're blowing up a tank now with this thing. It was cool as fuck. It was badass. I loved it. I thought it was sick the whole time. I don't know. I had to listen to it again if I had to nitpick it or whatever. But hell yeah, it was just great. I loved it.
Yeah, dope, man. We appreciate you, man, for real. Okay. Welcome in, man. Appreciate you for jumping in on the Discord. Dope. What's up,
Thank
guys?
you for stopping by.
Yeah, super dope, man. So yeah, man, this is good, guys. Let me go check to see if we got anything else up in there. Super dope, man. This is what it's all about right here, guys. We appreciate you guys for, sharing your tracks with us and allowing us to play them. Like I said, these guys, it means a lot when you guys submit your tracks, because these guys take the time to come up here and share and stuff like that. Their wisdom, their wealth of knowledge and stuff like that. So shout out to the panel, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play up the ones that Discord. Corey Quill submitted. He put him in the Discord. He couldn't get him submitted, but definitely, guys, you guys want to try to get your submissions in as quickly as possible on the site, and the reason why we do that, guys, there's a reason why I put that site together. It's because it's something special, right? If we put it in the Share Your Tracks folder, everybody hears it. It's not element of surprise, right? Like everybody can go in there and listen to it. When they come into the email tracks, you know what I mean? It sits in the server and nobody listens to it. We all listen to it live right here. So that way you get real feedback. You're not getting, biased feedback or anything, in advance. So whatever you put in the Share Your Tracks, that's for the general community. Whatever you put in the Discord, it's for the general community. But this right here, this is what makes it special and unique, is, putting it in there. So you guys try to get your submissions put in there before the stream, and we leave it open, you know what I mean? So that way you guys can put your tracks in there. But eventually, guys, you see that more and more people are coming, newer people. So it's going to get to a point where you won't be able to submit. You know what I mean? There's some places where they just put a 20 track limit and you're done. Whatever they get, that's it. You know what I mean? So for sure, guys, try to put it in there. No, I understand, bro. No worries. But like I said, try to get them in there soon enough. You know what I mean? So, because this channel is growing, guys, and that's reality. So we want to play all your music, and but right now this is where we're at, man. So shout out to you guys, appreciate it. We got your tracks, Corey Quills. So you are up, my man. I'm gonna play his first one. This one is called Love and War. He dropped in 2 tracks, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and play those 2 tracks up for him, and then we'll just chat it up, man. So here we go. This is Love and War. This one's 6 minutes long, so we have a cutoff. If it's repetitive, we'll shorten it down a little bit, guys. So, all right, Love and War. Let's go. Boom. Sorry. Give me a second. Gotta share this tab. All right, here we go.
Cash, y'all. Corey Cash, y'all. You guys know what it is. I was in love once. 1,000 times. Always come back to the always the same, ready for it all. Hey, sunshine. The morning has arrived. Hopefully you're gonna smile one more time. love and pain on me. You know I crave it, got to have it on a ballot weed. Been peeping from afar, far from a nausea tour, but nonetheless we came closer, more familiar. Now we familiar, I know your particulars. I know you're picky about hickey, so let's hit the bar and forget all about it. We hive in the hide. I came with a special tool, ready to apply it. But I got more than that though. Come tiptoe through my castle, naked as days, and you better be afraid if I catch you. Lasso, I don't have to pay no cash. I don't got to pay no cab fares. Free for me to smash on. And on, the song you singing sound like serenade. I hit your spine, you close your eyes, feel like I got it made. The pussy sexed upon me, tender love showered on me. I never would've bet the kid to get another mommy. I ain't proud of it, but I cry a little bit. When love is for, draw the line and consider it. Is it just the bill sticking? How a tickle fits like a kill switch? Or is your loyalty authentic? I got a problem fitting this in only 60 bars. Pardon me, cause I might push it past the margin, but you got me started. Hot-blooded and cold-hearted, and love lost me. I remember when she departed. Hey sunshine, the morning has arrived. Hopefully you're gonna smile on one more time. Let your eyes come alive and revive your love for me. Let's combine. Don't wanna seem a little crass, but your ass got a lock on me. Like last night, caught up in lust with a friend. You got the bomb
Dang, bro. Sheesh. You got the half the track right there, man. Super dope, man. I think it's fire, bro. Everything sounds on point, but I'm going to let the panel go ahead and kick this off, man. So let me send it over to Jay Coop. You're up first, bro. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that. I was reading the chat. You said you composed that, so you played that. That's if that's the case, man, that's super impressive. Yeah, bro, that's amazing. I'd say with this song, I mean, obviously, if you're playing this live, the mix is a little distracting. It needs mix. But I would say, like, as far as like song quality, this is a really good song. So I'd really love to hear this like recorded in some like home studio setting, or just doing the stuff individually, mixing the different tracks and stuff. I think this could be a great song, bro. Thanks for sharing this, and I'm excited to hear what happens when you like record this.
Super dope, man. Super dope. AC, what are you feeling on this one, bro?
Yeah, well constructed song. I like the chord progression. I like the singing on it. I think it's great, and like Jay was saying, I think that it could use, but you've got the song laid out and you're able to perform it. So get a more controlled setting, and you got a great track on your hands, in my opinion.
Super dope, man. Appreciate that. Super dope. And Atmosphere, what you got on that, bro?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, the only thing that it's a little distracting is the mix, But other than that, like the music is good. The vibe is good. The vocals maybe are a little bit pitchy here and there, but like it sounds good. I like the track. He says that during another 60 seconds. He says the second half of it is completely different. I don't know. Maybe you can just move further down the track. Maybe we can check that out real quick.
Okay, can you give us the time frame, bro? It's where we should pick it up at, because right now I stopped at about 2:45. So we'll play. Let me try like 3 minutes. Let's see, guys. Let's play it up. Let's see if it's another section. Give me a second, guys. Let me press play. So this is where it changes up. All right, guys. So that's the second half. So I guess that's the love and war. So the first half of the beat was the love part, and this is the war part. So you guys have anything to add to that?
It's rock and roll, bro. Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, and I think the same things apply to the other side too. You know what I mean? It's for one, like bro, no more humility out of you, bro. Like you have all the talent you need, right? So we don't need no more disclaimers, bro. We believe in you. But yeah, like record this for real. You know what I mean? Make like a recorded song out of this. I think you have something on your hands. We got to hear this. You know, because this is just I treat it like a live recording. You know what I mean? It's a good song. You know, it's just hard to like. There's a lot of air in the track, and a lot of the instruments are just kind of clashing because it hasn't been mixed really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's not
It
a
needs
knock
to be
against you in any
mixed.
way. Yeah, exactly.
needs to
We
be
just want to
mixed,
hear what
mixed,
the
mixed,
song is like. Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff. Anything you want to add to that, AC?
Yeah, I agree with what they're saying. I definitely think it would be smart to throw in like a guitar with like a little bit of distortion in on the second part. You can get somebody to play guitar on it. That would take that up a notch because then you would add that extra element for like like you were thinking, the swore. Bring in a little bit of distorted guitar for that. Nothing else really.
All right, man. Some good stuff right there. Appreciate you on that one, Corey Quills. Different. I see you just dropped in a track, man. You sent it in to the beat review, so we're gonna play that up. Anything that comes into the pulls out, comes in that we put that up. So thank you, Corey Quills, man. Super dope. Hopefully that helps you out. But he's right, man. I have to agree with Jay Coop. Yeah, you definitely got the skills, bro. That and yeah. We're definitely, this is all part of the collaboration, man. So jump in, you know what I mean? Hang in with all the homies right here, man. So let me go ahead and play this one up. This one is from the homie Different. Welcome in, Different.
Dope beats.
Dope, man. Glad you're here with us, bro. Different music, boom, boom, boom. All right, this one's called Fountain of Youth. Let me hit play right here. Let's go. Let's see this. There we go.
This isn't just another one of those things with me. This is different.
Dang. Dope, bro.
Ladies,
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, different is in the house.
Yes, super dope, man. I like it. Vibes all the way through, man. Dope. Everybody's saying dope. They're liking it, man. Fire emojis, super dope. Let's let Atmosphere go first on this one, man. What you got on it, brother?
All I gotta say is I invited him to our group over here, so you're all welcome. You can move on to the next person.
All right, man. Appreciate you for that, bro. Thank you, man. Let's take it to the homie AC. What you got, bro?
I mean, towards the last leg of this, playing this track is just so dreamy. The track is. It's just like, you know, kind of just whips you away there. It's great. I really liked it. I definitely think the bass could be brought in a little bit more, and that would bring this track up to just like AAA level. There's a few spots where like he kind of pauses, where I feel like there could be like a sound, like a ding or something, but that's just my own personal. It's just like something I would do. Yeah, it's great. I really enjoyed it.
Super fire, man. Appreciate you for that, bro. And let's kick it over to the homie J Coop. What you feeling on that, brother?
Yeah, that's excellent, bro. That beat is so fire. It's almost like anything, like when you hear it, you're like, oh, that's just the way it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to express. It's just like everything fits together. So huge fan of that. I don't know. Word. It seems like it cut off kind of abruptly at the end. I don't know if it was like for another beat battle or something where there was like a time limit or something like that. But that's like the only thing I heard. That's just a fire beat, bro. Thanks for sharing that. I don't have any negative things to say about that one.
Well said, man. Appreciate you. Super dope, man. Super dope. Thank you for pulling up different. You know what I mean? We appreciate you, man. That was dope. So we got one more. I'm gonna jump back to the Discord for this last track right here with the homie Corey Quills, and we're gonna play up another track from him. So let me put him up in here real quick, man. So I hope you guys are appreciating this chat, man. Super dope stuff, man. You know, and yeah, let's play this one. So this one is called Great. This is the name of his track. Let's go. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Dope, 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 man. Appreciate you. Vibes, bro. Different sound from the last one. So I like that, the creativity. And, that's the one thing about this community is everybody has a big range of creativity and can go different ways, man. So super dope. Appreciate you on that, Corey Quills. Let me kick that over to Jay Coop. What are you feeling on that, bro?
Yeah, I like that. I'm a huge fan of Corey in his like soundscapes. They're really unique. And obviously I'm listening to this, and I was talking to this with another member either today or yesterday, where I'm starting to realize like when you hear a song, you're hearing more than just the than what the sonics are in front of you, right? Like, for example, right, you can't listen to the Beatles and think like you can't think objectively, right? You know that there are legends going into it. So say all that to say, like, I'm listening to Corey and like I've heard some of his other stuff, and I'm just like a huge fan. I think like if this was the only thing I ever heard, I might say a little rough on the high end. There's some like mix and stuff. But I think it fits in really well with like the body of work that he's shared so far. So if I give him any advice, I'm like, hey, bro, like put together a project, like a beat CD or whatever, and I'd love to hear what like a whole like project sounds like from you.
Good stuff right there, man. Appreciate you for that. There you go, Corey Quills on that one. And yeah, super dope, man. That mixtape, or like you say, putting a full project together, super dope. AC, what are you feeling on that, bro?
Yeah, I think it would be great to have an artist on it or something, that would, elevate it a lot. I think he was kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit as far as, things are getting distorted a little bit too much. But, all that stuff, it's like I feel like I've been having to nitpick people tonight where I'm like thinking about, the feedback I'm giving. And a lot of it isn't like this lethal diagnosis, it's more of like, oh, here's one little thing, you know. So it does feel like maybe he's got things pushed in some way by saturating it, or maybe he's got too many layers there, um, or he just needs to bring down some of, just balance things out a little bit more. Um, I would love to hear like some sections with maybe a little bit of, parts dropped out, you know, drop the horn sound out for a little bit. He did a few of those type of things too. Um, so you could just see that he gets the concepts, and he's gonna do more good stuff for sure. I really liked it.
All right, cool, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, and you know what? That's the thing right here. We're going to give you guys the truth, man. You know what I mean? And overall, like, if there's something wrong, this is what they're going to tell you, right? If they hear it out of key, they're going to tell you. You know what I mean? If something's just poking out that's like, oh, that's really harsh, they're going to tell you guys. But overall, man, I think it's dope, man, so and none of it's in harshness. None of it is to nitpick or anything like that, but it's the little thing that they may tell you tonight, guys, that can change your whole sound, can change your whole production. You know what I mean? And it's always that little thing. But if everybody just tells you, oh, it's dope, man, it's dope, then you're gonna think it's dope, and then you go somewhere and then they trash you, you're going to feel like, oh, damn, they weren't honest. So we're going to be honest with you guys, you know what I mean? We're not doing it in a hurtful manner or anything. It's because we want to see you guys win. You guys already know what's up right here with this community. We're all about positivity and seeing everybody win, because when you win, we all win. So that's our word from Lynx Radio to you guys, man. So we appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and kick it over to the homie Atmosphere. What you got on that, brother?
So musically, the track is a journey. I really liked it. The way it evolved and it broke down was good. Some more breakdowns would be definitely beneficial to the track. But I really, really, really think that this track would be so much better if the mix was tight, because there are some moments where there's dynamically it's very aggressive. It's very aggressive, and it takes away from the music. So if there's a way that you can maybe find ways to pan out certain instruments, I don't know how you have the drums process. Is it a sample? Is it like a loop or something. I don't know, but try to pan certain things out like hi hats, rides or cymbals and stuff like that. Leave the kick and the snare right down the middle, but everything else kind of like pan it off to the side just to give it a little bit more depth and space. And then all the other sounds may need to have some of the mids EQ'd off a little bit, so it doesn't sound so harsh and in your face when you play it loud. But other than that, I mean, again, the music it was a journey. The mix was a bit harsh, but once you touch up the mix, I think this is going to sound really, really good. I really believe this is a dope ass track. It's a journey. You know,
Well
that's
said,
the
bro.
way I see it.
Yeah, super dope, man. All right, guys. Well, you guys heard it right here. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much our last track there. So I just want to say thank you guys so much, you know what I mean, for pulling up and participating in this beat review. You guys asked for it, and we're doing our best to give you guys some good, honest, open feedback, you know what I mean? And again, we have those channels within the Discord. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for feedback, in the meantime, you guys can drop it in there. And these guys, everybody in the community, you guys see all the love and support these guys pull up and stuff like that. So super dope, man. Super dope tonight. You guys dropped some W's up in the chat for this panel, guys, and for all these, producers and artists, and the new people that are pulling up. You know what I mean? It's a big deal here, guys. You know what I mean? And it's super amazing, man. So I just want to say thank you, to Jay Coop, and thank you to the homie Atmosphere and to the homie AC for pulling up. You know what I mean? It means a lot, guys. So super dope. You guys have any closing thoughts or anything you guys want to add, bro? You guys are free to speak. Just jump in.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say to, everyone watching, just thank you for allowing us to do this. You know what I mean? This was something that we planned to do, like, kind of as a one-off. But it seems to be benefiting the group. So as long as you guys will have us up here, man, like me personally, I'm more than happy to do this every week. I see a lot of the stuff that we're like suggesting is being implemented, and it seems to be like growing the community faster than even before. So I'm really excited with how this has been going.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll echo Jay on that. I like that we're seeing people pull up. I'm liking the improvement I'm seeing out of people in the community, whether it's attributed to anything I'm doing or not. And just listening to everybody give the feedback just makes my brain start thinking about, how I do things and, things that I need to think about as well. Because everybody, this is stuff, these are either lessons we learned or things that we still struggle with our own music, of trying to make it work. So, it just, hearing the feedback from Atmosphere and Jay, it makes me think about how I process things and what I need to be looking for as well in any of my own stuff.
Yeah, good stuff, bro. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I just want people to like, if you guys know people who are artists, just let them know about us. Just tell anybody who's willing to listen that wants to get heard. That's what we're here for, dude. I mean, these are opportunities that I wish I ran into earlier. But this is how you learn. So if you can tell other people, other artists about it, that's my message. Try to spread the word. Basically, we need to grow this community as best as we can.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, bro. Appreciate you on that, man. Super dope, man. You know what I mean? And that's what it comes down to, is sharing it out. A lot of times, people are looking for good communities, and they're tired of the old stuff. You know what I mean? Like, let's face it, like everywhere you've been, everything you've tried, you know what I mean? And it's like you get a lot of negativity. Right here, we only promote positivity, you know what I mean? And we listen to everybody's music. But more importantly than just listening, the thing is, guys, is that just encouraging you guys, you know what I mean? And it's phenomenal to see you guys that are stepping up and showing, you know. Just even the other day we saw there's a lot of artists up in here, man. So it was really dope to see that, you know, and to see like new people come in and they're artists and they're jumping in, you know, both feet, you know what I'm saying? So like, and the production, like everybody's leveling up, man. So it's super dope. It's such a blessing to me. Like I just see the Discord, you know, everybody's like just hanging out. It's just a bunch of homies hanging out, having a good time, man. So yeah, like Atmosphere said, you know, invite, share, you know what I mean? And let's get more people. Let's get it going. But we got a lot of things we're working on, guys, behind the scenes. I got to put that list together for some of the things that I need. And we're taking this to the next level. Like there's a lot of stuff, guys. So once I get some commitment from you guys on what you guys can do to help, you know, for the next thing, like then I can share with you guys a lot of the other stuff that we're doing. So we'll have a meeting and, you know, getting that the who's, you know what I mean? Not the hows, but the who can do this, who can do that. And you're going to see how fast it's going to take off because I was just sharing with one of the other individuals. You can see that the music thing is changing, you know what I mean? So the opportunity is now where we can actually start pushing, like, you know, direct to consumer. So getting your fan base going, getting all this going, it's all about just having everything organized. So that's kind of where I'm at, and that's my job. What I'm trying to do is to get you guys organized and get you guys out there so that way your music, you know, you can build that fan base, guys, you know what I mean? So much stuff coming down the pipe. Super excited, man. It's super dope, man. So all right, guys, I think that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and just, you know, say thank you guys again. I'm going to go ahead and read off the participants that were here in the chat. We appreciate you guys. So let me go ahead and just say later, guys. We're going to go ahead and end the stream. Don't forget, pull up Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and be ready to flip some samples with us, guys. So let's go, man. Shout out to the homie Corey Quills for being up in here, man. Shout out to the homie Curious Corey Joe. You were up in here. Appreciate you. Dubonomics, let's go. Mr. Beats, let's go. Queen Koopa, appreciate you. Let's go. The Sample Lords, super dope, man. Appreciate you. The Observer of Thoughts, thank you so much for being here with us. AC, Atmosphere, J. Cool, appreciate you guys. Chocolate Boy Swagger was up in the building with us. Thank you. Extolsi, and our newest follower to the community, Sweatsuit Can't Cook. We appreciate you, man. You guys have a great week. We'll see you our next 2 days. We'll see you guys on Friday. You guys stay blessed, and we'll catch you guys Friday. All right. Peace out.
Y'all.